Mario games are usually some of the best on their respective system, but that begs the question that everyone, and I mean everyone, has been asking. What is my personal favorite Mario game on every Nintendo console? I'll go through each home console and then the handhelds and discuss my favorite game on each platform. And I guess the reasons why it's my favorite, I mean, it doesn't really matter, but you know. Let's start with the NES. I mean, what else was it going to be? Super Mario Bros. 3 improved on basically everything from its predecessors, and there really isn't that much wrong with it in my opinion. Sure, aspects of it have aged, but so have you, and it's still incredibly popular today for a reason. Another no-brainer. I guess Super Mario RPG could be a contender, but I have yet to beat the SNES version and I have only finished the remake. It's a good game though. But Super Mario World it's basically just a better Super Mario Bros. 3 in my opinion. And to be completely honest, it doesn't have too much competition. Mario is missing. Mario's early years, fun with numbers, like what is this? Wow, an actually interesting take? Get ready for a lot more of those coming up, actually. Yeah, Paper Mario is my favorite game on the Nintendo 64. Not the basic answer of Super Mario 64. It was the start of one of my favorite Mario spin-offs. What else is there to say? Much like Paper Mario, this is the start to one of my favorite Mario spin-offs. And unlike Paper Mario, Luigi's Mansion 1 is my favorite in the series. The atmosphere and just the replayability of it all makes it one of my favorite games of all time. I may not fully complete the game every year, but it's not Halloween unless I play at least a little bit of it. Yes, it, like almost every other game in this video, has aged in some aspects. The controls especially can feel a bit off at times, but not enough to ruin the game or anything. Yeah, I have terrible taste. I know I was supposed to put Super Mario Galaxy here since it's supposedly required by law, but who cares? People have gotten away with a lot worse. And I won't go too in depth here since I know I want to make a full video about this game at some point in the future. It's flawed, people dislike it for a reason, but again, I have bad taste. And if you ever needed a sign to not take any of my opinions in my videos seriously, there you go. So I'll just leave it at that. I mean, yeah, Super Mario 3D World is the mainline 3D Mario for the Wii U, and it just so happens to be my second favorite of the bunch. This game is just so much fun. There's so much content to it. It only starts to get a little bit repetitive once you've beaten the game. And that's only really because they kind of just recycle older levels in the special world, and the different characters that I don't use. While this shouldn't technically be part of this discussion, the Nintendo Switch port of this game is one of, if not the best Wii U to Switch port they've ever done. I mean, there's obviously Bowser's Fury, but they tweaked the main game in such minimal ways, but it just greatly improves it. Like, character running speed is so much faster now. I can't even go back to the Wii U version without just, like, thinking things are going way too slow. Again, technically not relevant to this discussion, but I still felt like it was worth mentioning. I mean, obviously, this is my favorite game of all time. What else would it be? This is the game I could replay over and over and over again without ever getting bored. That's an exaggeration. I mean, I barely have any problems with this game, and most of them can be outright avoided extremely easily. Like the whole too many moons debate. Yeah, sure, I guess. And yeah, some of the moons are just way too easy and downright stupid. But like, you just don't get those ones then. And that's what I really appreciate about Super Mario Odyssey. Its open-ended nature gives you the ability to choose whichever moons you want, pretty much. If you want to go for the super easy ones just to make it to the end, go right ahead. If you want to do some of the more difficult ones to actually make it a game, nobody's stopping you. And while some people may find the shorter length of the main campaign as a negative, I don't really care. It makes this game more of a Luigi's Mansion type experience because you can easily finish it in like a day or two. So if I'm really bored on a weekend or something, I'll just beat Super Mario Odyssey again. Why not? It was either this or Mario Tennis Fever or Donkey Kong, but that doesn't really count in my opinion, even though I counted Luigi's Mansion. It doesn't matter. This video doesn't matter. And at the time of recording and writing, Mario Tennis Fever isn't even out yet, and at the time of uploading, it only just released yesterday. Huh. Yeah, Mario Kart World has its problems, but I'd be lying if I said that first week after the game released wasn't one of the most fun gaming experiences I've ever had. Just trying all of the new tracks, the new additions to the moveset, and even doing the P-Switch missions in the barren open world. Hopefully we get some more content soon. Hopefully, we need a regular direct so bad. You've made it this far into the video, so you're probably enjoying it. Or you're just fuming at my terrible takes and you want to know how bad the rest of them are so you can insult me in the comments. Anyway, if you're the former and actually like the video, please give it a like and subscribe to my channel because it helps me out a ton. I'm also trying to hit 8,000 subscribers before the Super Mario Galaxy movie on April 1st. Thanks. Also, please comment because it gives me engagement. Now it's time for the handheld consoles, and much like the NES, there wasn't much of a choice here. It was either this or Alleyway. And I'm not joking. Plus, Super Mario Land 2 introduced Wario to the world, and it's deserving of praise just for that alone. It's a pretty fun game too, albeit it does feel weird to control at times. Like, the physics are just ever so slightly off. I don't know. It's almost like it's nearly old enough to run for office or something. Can't wait for the 2028 elections where I can vote for this instead of everybody else. I'm gonna write in Super Mario Land 2. It's just a decent 2D Mario game, but with Wario. Some more games could learn from that. Yeah, Mario & Luigi Superstar Saga is the start to my favorite Mario spin-off series, so it's obviously going to be my top GBA Mario game. I mean, I don't really even have that many Game Boy Advance games, so there wasn't much competition. Yoshi Topsy Turvy fought so hard, but it ended up losing this battle. Here we go again. While not my favorite in the Mario & Luigi series, Bowser's Inside Story is a very, very close second. It's just such a great game. The gameplay is so fun and engaging, and I'm trying to describe why I like it without sounding like ChatGPT. If you want it to sound more energetic or sarcastic, let me know. And I'm honestly getting the urge to replay this game, but not as much as... Noticing a pattern? This is my favorite Mario & Luigi game because it was the first one that I played, therefore making it objectively the best one. I just really like most of the locations, bros attacks, the music, the world itself. It's just all so great. Sure, like every game in this video, there's problems with it. The pacing is beyond terrible. Like, why is there a tutorial for literally everything? They have to teach you how to talk to NPCs and walk. They're like, yeah, you press the thing that makes you move to move. Wow. And some of the giant battles' reliance on motion controls really makes those not so great. But yeah, I still really like this game, and if you disagree with me, you're probably right. Be sure to let me know your list in the comments below. I always read them. And if you have a take worse than any of mine, I will make fun of you. I'm sorry, I don't make the rules. That's just how it is. We could go on for years and years about the best Mario game. Some say it's Super Mario Galaxy, and they're wrong. Others may say it's Odyssey, and they just got their acceptance letters from Harvard in the mail. Some might say it's Mario and Sonic at the Sochi 2014 Olympic Winter Games. There's some sick people out there. But positivity is overrated. We need more hate in this world. There's not enough. So for Mario Day, I'll be discussing the worst Mario game on every Nintendo console, or at the very least, my least favorite. As with all of these so-and-so Mario games on every Nintendo console video, I'll start with the home consoles, NES through Switch 2, and then go to the handhelds, Game Boy to 3DS. And just a quick note, just because the game is in this video, that doesn't necessarily mean that I think it's bad. It's just the worst on that console that I've played. The worst Mario game on the NES, and in my opinion ever made, is Super Mario Bros. The Lost Levels. I hate this stupid game. It was designed as a harder Super Mario Bros. 1 for all the players who mastered that original game. But it's just not fun. There's so many baffling decisions made here. Every level feels like it's a Mario Maker troll level, but it's officially made by Nintendo. Not only is the level design bad, but I think the visuals look worse than the original 2 for the most part. Sure, I think the mushroom sprite looks better, but that's about it. Everything else that isn't the same as it was in Super Mario Bros. Just looks plain worse. The ground texture is sickening. I despise this game. Don't play it unless you want to feel pain, and if you do, you'd be better off just cutting your fingers off. For the SNES, I decided to go with one of the edutainment games because they're definitely some of the worst. I went with Mario is Missing because A, I've actually played it for a fair bit of time, B, there's false information in it, and C, I don't even know what I'm supposed to do in this game. It's just super confusing and disorienting. I don't like it at all. And at least with the other edutainment games, you knew what you were getting. They don't mislead you into thinking it's something kinda cool. Like, yeah, this here is obviously meant for babies, but this almost looks like it could be a follow-up to Super Mario World or something. The title, Mario's Early Years Fun with Numbers, tells you that this game is all about numbers. Mario is Missing just sounds like a regular game, not the historical artifact hunting piece of garbage that it is. Super Mario 64. Sorry, that was just somebody breaking into my house to kill me. It's fine. Like I said at the beginning, just because a game is my pick in this video doesn't necessarily mean that I think it's horrible, just my least favorite of all the games that I've played on that console. And the N64's library is one that I haven't had the chance to experience a lot of. I just have a lot of problems with Mario 64, and almost all of them are just due to things aging poorly. Like the controls and camera especially are really tough to get used to. And there's a lot of repeated music that honestly just gets kind of annoying after a while. So yeah, it's just aged poorly, in my opinion. I've already made an entire video on why I don't care for Super Mario Sunshine, so you should go watch that one after this video. But basically, this game just feels really rushed to me. So many shines are bought with blue coins, which are hidden in some of the stupidest ways imaginable. The controls are also terrible, in my opinion. They're just too slippery. And don't even get me started on the secret stages. Just don't. They just feel like blatant filler, and they're just not fun in my opinion, especially combined with the terrible controls. If you know me, I'm willing to bet that you think that I'm about to say that the worst Mario game on the Wii is Super Mario Galaxy. I'm not. This is a weird instance where I couldn't think of just one, so I went with the entire Mario and Sonic sub-series. To be fair here, I've only played one, London 2012, and I just don't think it's that great, and that's the main reason I'm including the whole series is because I've heard some people say that this is the best one. And if this is the best one, I can't imagine how bad the worst one is. It's just a kind of shallow and boring minigame collection where most games involve just shaking the remote. It's completely fine, it's tolerable, I guess. It's just nothing I have any interest in revisiting. Also, it's got Sonic in it. And that stinks because I remember renting this game from Redbox back in like 2013 and really liking it. But then again, that was back when I liked basically anything I played, like Super Mario Galaxy. This game is bad. This game is so bad. There's just nothing to do outside of the most boring tennis matches of all time. There's Mega Battle, which is just tennis with a Mega Mushroom that makes you insanely powerful, which is thrown onto the court every once in a while. And then just regular tennis, and just a bunch of other modes that are just more tennis. It's either Mega Battle or regular tennis over and over and over again. No matter what mode you pick, it's going to be one of those two things. They kind of repackage them to make them seem slightly more interesting, but they're not. It's just more tennis. It's a bad game. Don't play Mario Tennis Ultra Smash. I don't think that Luigi's Mansion 2 HD is bad necessarily, just kind of poorly done. The original Dark Moon is my least favorite of the Luigi's Mansion trilogy, but I still think it's an alright game overall. And Luigi's Mansion 2 HD is definitely the definitive way to play it in my opinion, but this remaster was so incredibly lazy, adding no new content whatsoever. Plus it was $60, which is just absurd. Did I still pay that price? Yeah. But that's besides the point. If someone was interested in playing the second Luigi's Mansion, I'd 100% recommend this version. It's just that it should have and could have been so much more. They could have done what they did with the Luigi's Mansion 1 remaster on the 3DS and added multiplayer to the main story. They could have added like extra bonus missions. They could have done literally anything outside of update the visuals. Being able to use the second thumbstick is nice though, I guess, so here's my money. There's still not many options for the Switch 2, so I went with Mario Tennis Fever. Don't get me wrong, I actually like this game a good bit. I made an entire review for it too, so go watch that later. But I just personally preferred Mario Kart World more, despite all of its flaws and how much hate it gets online. I've put in well over 50 hours in Mario Kart World and still enjoy it. On the contrary, I've only done about 12 to 15 in Tennis Fever, and I'm already kind of done with it. Not saying I'll never go back, especially if they add new content, but after I finish my review for the game. I'm just kinda over it. It's Mario Tennis. It's probably my favorite one, but that's all it will ever be. A pretty good Mario Tennis game is still just an okay game overall. I don't think a Mario Tennis game is ever going to be the best game on a console, unless it's the Virtual Boy. This is a Mario game. Look, baseball on Game Boy is a Game Boy version of NES baseball, essentially. All of the old 8-bit sprite-based sports games aren't great in my opinion, and baseball is no exception. I mean, I just don't really have much to say here. It's a really trimmed down baseball game for the Game Boy that doesn't play all too well. It has its charm, sure, but that's not all it takes to make a good game. You need actual good gameplay, if you can believe it or not. If Luigi's Mansion 2 HD counts, then so does Yoshi Topsy-Turvy, or Yoshi's Universal Gravitation in some regions. Why did they feel the need to get so proper sounding with that title? It's a Yoshi game, not a college thesis. Anyway, this game is just really awkward since you have to tilt the Game Boy Advance. I don't really like that. It's just really confusing and just not great to play, in my opinion. I just don't really enjoy this game all that much. The most enjoyment I've got out of it is making fun of the other name for it. For the DS, I really thought hard about it, and I just could not think of a game that I thought was justified being considered the worst. I mean, I'm sure there's something bad out there. I can't imagine the Mario vs. Donkey Kong games or anything special, but I haven't played them, so I don't feel like I can fairly judge them. The applications like Mario Clock and Mario Calculator are incredibly dumb because they're just a clock and a calculator, if you can believe it or not, and you had to pay for them for a clock on the DSi, which already had a clock built into it. Why would you do that? So I guess I'll go with Mario Clock. At least Mario Calculator can help you do your taxes, if you even do your taxes. That's none of my business. Mario Party The Top 100 is just a nothing game. There's nothing interesting about it. I have next to nothing to say. It's just 100 of the series' best minigames in a single Nintendo 3DS game card. Wow. It's really cool in concept, but that's all it is. It's just minigames. There's one board and it sucks. There's just really no reason to play this game anymore because Mario Party Superstars does the exact same concept, but just so much better. Yes, there's a handful that are in the top 100 that aren't in Superstars, but like, who cares? Superstars actually includes boards, albeit a few too few, but still, look, boards. Mario Party The Top 100 was obviously just a cheap release to give the 3DS something with Mario on the cover in 2017. Nothing more, nothing less. It's not the celebration of the Mario Party series that it wants you to think it is. So much of this game is just full of reused assets, it's just lazy. Like this video is kind of lazy. And those are my least favorite Mario games on every Nintendo console. Let me know your list in the comments so I can completely disagree with it. What's that?
It's me, Mario!